Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say it, so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it, baby. Nah. If you gon' do it, then you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You was built like that.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got 1,000 in the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a 4-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree, and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruise
ground. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was taken down
a gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete.
Rivers pass.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Miles Sanders.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Winfield on the tackle.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Shift. Slam. Check 31. Yellow.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Yellow. Here we go. Like 28. I got wide.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Saquon Barkley
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Joe Schobert on
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Hey, Mike 51. I'm coming for you, son.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 36, Rivers eluding the pressure right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Mike's 50. I know he.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
No, man, no.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mark Andrews.
New England.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Check Mike 11.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he connects with Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Nothing our score after 1.
With the score, Patriots 6, Bills nothing.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. We don't want this.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Intended for Taylor
Well, so much for
Gabriel.
getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Hey, Ripley.
Here I come again.
Running right, here's Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Here we go, D.
They'll run with Sanders, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
First carry for James Conner. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Conner, the ball carrier. The stop by Marcus Davenport. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Bills 7, Patriots 6. Randy Bullock set to kick
Now
off.
Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Mike's 50. 180. Oh, what's one? Mike's 50. Ready. 50. Get that quarterback, D-line. 89.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Rivers. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out right at the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
And a Patriot first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 50, Mike 50. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
Wide receiver.
It's a big play there for the Patriots. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check, check, check.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Back at the 24-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Rivers. And this one incomplete.
Rivers
too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50. Quit talking about it. Let's bring it. Hey, 79. 79. Hey, Delta. That's what I do. Check the line.
3rd and long for Rivers. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And Bailey able to knock it through.
Is good.
And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change it?
This is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
By the Patriots.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception here, Rivers. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
That might be it right there, and I think that's the left away, y'all.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
51 the mic, boys. 51.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Go. Go. Left to right. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. On 3rd down, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Complete to
that
Mark
one good for 13 at a New England first down.
13 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Rivers on 1st down. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. And what everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Barkley,
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 10-yard
I do know
line.
from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. His pass caught at the 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
The 3-yard line.
Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
Bang, 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 tag, attack. Kill.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, number 28, Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 3rd and short.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch him skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, it's our house. Mike 28. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, number 28, Mike.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Justin Jefferson. Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Here's Sam Martin now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it, Sanders. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Mahomes took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action now. Rivers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
2nd down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen.
Rivers now from the 50. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I can't believe they let you play.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Ayuk to return it. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Shift.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check in. I smell fear in that offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Green 80, 180.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Complete to Saquon Barkley.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's go. Check 13. Check 13. No. Off. Back.
Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the
well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers Completes it to Hearns. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Patriots.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I'm going to run you over. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Rivers gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Saquon Barkley.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. To throw is Rivers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
To John Ross.
John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Bailey lining up.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
16, Bills 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bills 7.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mahomes going to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Mike, 53.
Now it's Sherman, the fullback, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there.
3 buzz.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let him know. Let him know. 79.
They'll run it again with Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike, 28. Mike, 28. You're not ready. You're not ready.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play here for the Bills. 41 yards. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Made at his 48-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
We're going to work.
Again, it's Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Taken down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Barkley on the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw on third down, Rivers. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And
probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And now it's second down
at the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it's third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On third down, Rivers, and that will be incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
A 42-yard attempt.
Bailey's kick is good.
The kick is good.
And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
You ain't nothing!
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. 20, 10.
They are not ready for us.
Brought back for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Situation. Let's go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
He was taken
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
He's checking.
They'll go to Barkley again. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Mike 51.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Saquon Barkley
New England.
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Flush to his right. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So this will line up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for New England, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
so. Really?
Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon'